Good evening, it's Glenn the Ball Chef. This evening we're going to be putting together a recipe from Thailand. This is my daughter Lisa, who is half Thai. And the first recipe we're going to put together is a traditional Thai spring roll with a twist. Instead of using the typical pork and shrimp mixture, we're going to be using ground chicken for a healthier version, and we're also going to show a vegetarian version to this appetizer that you might find in Thailand or in a local Thai restaurant. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to get started here, and I'm going to have Lisa explain what actually goes into these mysterious spring rolls from Thailand. Go ahead, Lisa, take it.
So we have shredded cabbage, shredded carrots, we've got cilantro, we've got black fungus that's been soaked in water so they're softened, and we've got cellophane noodles that have been soaked in water, so those are also softened. We've got chopped celery, and we've got garlic. We're going to be adding just the egg yolks. You're going to separate those out because we'll use the egg whites to roll the egg rolls. You're going to be using these egg roll wrappers. They come 25 to a pack. You want to make sure that they're thawed and that they're not wet. If they're wet when they go into the oil, they'll just break. Your egg rolls will fall apart. We're going to be adding some fish sauce. We're going to be adding about a quarter cup of the fish sauce into this and some black pepper. So those are the ingredients. For those that are going to have chicken, we're just going to take some ground chicken breast. The white meat's better because it's not wet, so you're not going to have a soggy egg roll. If you use the dark meat, your egg rolls will be a little bit soggy. And then we're also going to prepare a vegetarian version, so there's not going to be any chicken in these. Okay,
she's cracking off that black pepper right now, and she's going to use about 9 rotations. And she's going to start fixing these eggs up. She's going to be taking out the yolks. The whites will be in there, so those are going to go into our vegetable mixture.
We are adding in the ground chicken. It's going to be 2 pounds of the ground chicken. I don't like over vegetable type egg rolls. I like them to have a little bit of meat in them, so 2 pounds of ground chicken. So we're going to be adding our fish sauce in. I use the 3 crab fish sauce. It's the best on the market. So I usually use, I don't know, it depends, maybe about a quarter to a half a cup. That way you don't have to worry about sauce with the egg rolls. You can eat them without sauce or with sauce, however you choose. So about a quarter to a half a cup, depending on how much flavor you want in your egg. So I mix everything by hand. That way you get a good mash on everything. You get all the cabbage mixed in with the carrots, the chicken mixed in there. Otherwise, if you try to mix it with a spoon or a fork or anything like that, you don't get everything mixed real good together, and it's going to be a loose filling, and if you have a loose filling, they're going to fall apart in the oil. So this is what your mixture should look like. It's an old family recipe. You do it by hand, you get everything mixed in there, mashed in there. It's a good blend. That way when you take a bite, it's got a little bit of everything. So it should stick together. That's why I use so much meat, so it's not a loose filling. It's also going to be easier to roll. Plus, I've been eating these since I was a baby. They're awesome. So these are the egg roll wrappers. Kyung, my stepmom, actually she doesn't like to be called stepmom, she's mom number 2. She was kind enough to separate all these for me. What you want to make sure you do is you don't have any tears and they're not hard. They need to be soft. If they're hard, they're not going to wrap. And if they are wet, they're going to break in the oil. So you want to make sure they're soft. You want to make sure you have a clean, dry surface.
Hi, I'm doing separate this one.
You want to get the egg roll into one of the corners, so you're going to roll up the mixture. Once you can't see it anymore, you're going to fold it in like an envelope, and then you're just going to keep rolling, and you want to keep tucking it in as you roll, because egg rolls, you can tell when they're done what they float. So if you get air into the egg roll, they're going to float right away, and you're never going to know that they're done. You're going to add a little bit of egg white to it, keep rolling it. There you go, the perfect rolled egg roll.
Is that why they call them egg rolls?
They call them egg loaves, Daddy. Egg loaves.
Oh, sorry.
Here's 8 finished egg rolls. We're going to start off with 8. I'm a little bit of a freak about the way my house smells and looks, and the last thing I want my house to do is smell like grease. I don't want it all over my lights. I don't want it on my walls. I love Thai food, but I don't want my house to smell like Thai food all the time. So we're actually going to take these outside to a Fry Daddy out back, and we're going to fry them out there. So if you want to follow me, we'll take them out back. So here we are out back. You can see I've dropped the egg rolls in, and notice they're not floating. And that's because there's no air in there. When those float and they're a nice light golden brown, we're going to pull them out. You don't want them to be a dark golden brown, a light golden brown, because they're going to keep cooking once we pull them out of the oil. So we'll come check on these in about 5 to 7 minutes. So as you can see, they're floating. They've come to the surface. I'm going to pull these out, and you'll see that they are a nice golden brown, a light color. They're not dark, which means they're not burnt, they're not overcooked. They're going to keep cooking, so we're going to pull them out, let the grease strip off, and then we're going to throw them on some paper towels to completely dry out. And then Dad over here is going to go ahead and plate them for you, and Pops will show you the final product.
Alright folks, I got my daughter Lisa and Kyung, my wife. We've got the Thai spring rolls here that we've all kind of put together. Lisa's done most of the work on here. We're going to test them out and see how these actually taste. Alright girls, let's give these things a shot here. Cut that in half. Each take a bite.
Yep.
Try the dipping sauce.
Oh, pretty good. Oh. Good job, Dad. I doubled it.
Folks, it's Glenn the Ball Chef. You've just watched the incredible spring roll recipe. If you want to give these a try, I highly recommend them. They're delicious. Again, sub me, I will sub back. Join me on Gene Plus. We've got a lot of crazy things going on. Thanks for watching, and as always, bon appetit.